Hi, I'm Lindsay, and today I am reading and reacting to chapter 269 and 270 of JUJUTSU Kaisen. I did not make a video last week. The chapter came out a bit late for me on TCB, and it just threw off my whole schedule. So it was just late. I'm actually just getting around to reading it now, and it's it's well over a week since it came out. So I am reading both chapters now. They're both here, thank goodness. And so in the last chapter that I read, it was the end. It's the end of Sukuna. And he had a talk with Megami, and we honestly and it ended. Yuji defeated Sukuna, and crazy words to say. Oh my gosh, we are here. And now the main trio is back together again, and it's kind of been a bit of time since that, and they are together, and Megami found out about Toji being killed by Gojo, and Nobara got information on her mom, which apparently is important. I don't know. I mean, probably important to her. It's her mom, but she didn't seem to care. So at the end of the chapter, I think they were about to discuss what was going on with Yuta, and someone in the background was like, "Yuta, you bastard!" So, gonna see what's going on there. But that's pretty much it. So the last chapter is coming out next week. I am looking at my schedule. Let's see. So usually the TCB chapters come out on Fridays, and I heard there isn't a break. So I will probably do a live stream on either the 27th or 28th. I will keep you updated in the community tab. But if it comes out on the 27th, I will probably do a live stream for the last chapter on the 27th. And then obviously if it's not out, I'll do the 28th. So that's a Friday, Saturday. And I will probably do around 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know that in other time zones, but Eastern time around 6:30 p.m. I will have it all on YouTube. Please, if you want to join, that would be great. I'm going to avoid the leaks for that. I've been kind of avoiding it a bit more for these chapters, so it's been pretty easy to do. So I am gonna avoid them, and that's it. We are done. I'm not emotional. I'm fine. I'm poised. Everything's fine. So anyways, so let's get into this chapter, which is called Reflection. And then the next chapter is called A Dream's End. Oh, very beautiful. Okay, let's get into this chapter called Reflection. Let's go. Okay, first of all, very nice background. All right, 269 Reflection. So Sukuna is gone. We are wrapping it up. At a small candy store on a street corner. Oh, we're starting off with Mei Mei. Great! Everyone's favorite and some random lady. Mei Mei, okay, what's your price? It's my first time drawing an ending of something. Even though we're in the final chapters, it still feels so fresh. Go away! Okay, Yuta, you bastard. Was totally Maki. Okay, Yuta, you bastard. Don't you start thinking everything's all sunshine and rainbows just because you're back in your body. Yuta's good. Oh, I'm glad, honestly. It's a relief. It's a relief. I'm not that surprised. It's honestly kind of what I was expecting. Maki-san? What's up, Megami? How are you feeling? Look at them all back together again. A little foggy. Is this what happens after Unlimited Void? I got a flight leave, if that's it. Thing is, Megami, is that all of the unlimited voids were being targeted directly to you because of Sukuna. So, you know what? Considering it all, you're doing great. Also, no one is wearing shoes. All right, just had to point that out. Makes sense, but freaks me out. I'd like to properly apologize to everyone. That can wait. You have nothing to apologize for anyway. I understand both sides. Megami definitely doesn't need to apologize, but I understand why he'd want to. He's so flustered. So cute. I wanted to apologize. Yuji, you don't have anything to apologize for. Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, this whole thing, it's a tough scenario. This is all because Gojo refused to kill Itadori from the get-go. Damn, Kusakabe. Hey, Itadori's right there. And Itadori was just a victim of Kenjaku playing Jujutsu terrorist. True. I was firmly in the pro-execution camp. You have Yaga-san to thank for me being here. But I don't particularly think either side was in the wrong. Everyone had their truth, and those truths led us here. Yeah, I mean, the circumstances it's really hard to tell from the beginning where this was all going to end up, right? It was so bizarre. Yuji really made like a split-second decision because he was trying to live and save Megumi, and he was just doing what he can, and he was like, well, this is something I can do right now. So it was really that, and there we go. You kids shouldn't feel the least bit guilty. Thank you, Kusakabe. You're all careless brats. Feel free to act like it. Us grown-ups are to blame. Kusakabe! Oh, you're the best. I love him. How were you able to go back to... Although he just said to Itadori that he was full on for the execution Itadori plan, but it was, he also saw a lot of what Sukuna can do. I totally understand where he's coming from in a way. How were you able to go back to your body, Okotsu? Thanks to Rika. Rika is just, like, so great. Rika has been so helpful. I thought her not coming with me to Gojo Sensei's body meant our connection was severed. Oh, that's so sad. In reality, after Airi-san treated me, Rika was using reverse curse technique to consistently maintain my body. You have a real one. She is amazing. Never sever that connection, ever. Don't even try again. I guess he won't really have to. Still, I was convinced I was a goner once Kenjaku's technique burnt down in the domain. We kind of all thought that a little. Okay. We can consider that a slight miscalculation. Kenjaku was living proof that it can operate after opening a domain. That's true. He was likely separating the multiple techniques. Oh god, we're still getting into info dump. Okay. Info dump territory. Here we go. He was likely separating the multiple techniques intentionally via some kind of method. True. But that's something I think Yuki and Chozo were trying to figure out too. If I had to guess, I'd say barrier techniques. Obviously, someone who's used the technique for millennia would be more prepared than someone using a fresh copy. Yeah, I think there's a lot to Kenjaku's whole technique, which isn't surprising. So Yuta having to take on using Kenjaku's technique so he could use Gojo's technique, it's a lot. There's a lot going on there. That's hard to master even for him. After the technique recovered, I was in a state of suspended animation. That's Yuta. Is Panda sitting on Yuta? Okay, that is so random. Was he doing that before? What the hell? Okay, sure. What? Alright, I gotta move on. After the technique recovered, I was in a state of suspended animation, but once I reconnected with my external storage of techniques... Okay. Rika-chan, we eventually got here. I'm really sorry to have worried you all. Okay, well that's good. Who cares about that? If Yuta had taken things more seriously, we would have won a hell of a lot easier. That's the real problem. And Maki's going off. Okay. First, I should have led the surprise attack on Kenjaku. Then there's Higuruma's execution or sword plan. If we used Toge's remote curse speech, we could have ended things in a flash. Higuruma should have had the tape recorder on him. Interesting. Okay. It's so hard to go through this all now. Curse speech cannot be activated more than once simultaneously until the recording is played. Okay, that makes sense. The technique is considered in use. As such, only one tape recorder is allowed. So they can only... Okay. This is a lot. Okay. Okay, Toto's here. You're wrong, Maki. You aren't a viable target for my boogie boogie. Oh, yes. That kind of makes sense. It's hard to... I keep saying makes sense. It's hard to say if Akatsu would have succeeded without my help. Yes, yeah. Maybe it would have been more difficult to use someone like Maki with no cursed energy. It's hard to say if Akatsu would have succeeded without my help. Not to mention, Akatsu and Rika's power were necessary to stop the rampaging cursed spirits. Plus, Toge's curse speech only worked because that timing made the reaction survivable. If it was used when Sukuna was feeling fine and dandy, Toge would have been killed by the feedback. Oh, true. Salmon. Oh, Higuruma. Nice to see that you're alive and well. Sukuna was just playing around. Yeah, that's the thing, is like a lot of it was him just like having fun with this. Like, he was just having fun with people, basically. People he deemed worthy of fighting against, and Higuruma was kind of one of those people. He was capable of killing me whenever he wanted, and if someone like Akatsu were there, he would have done so. Yeah, because then he would be like, okay, I need to take this guy more seriously, so you gotta go. Cursed speech is easy to counter. Whoa, chill. I'm the one who decided it's best to use it inside Akatsu's domain with no one else around to interfere. With no violence allowed inside my domain, that would have been impossible. Oh, okay. Wow, there's so many like small, tiny little factors that make it like, oh, we could have done this, but we actually couldn't have, and if we tried, and it wouldn't have worked. Very weird. Still, it's pretty scary how a guy that's only been a sorcerer for 2 months is alive and kicking after all that. So strong. He's so, look at him, he's so beautiful. It wasn't intentional. Oh, Higuruma, so glad. Oh, I missed Choso. Regardless, if the Maki's still mad. If the backup from abroad had been there from the start, things might have been different. Oh my god, look at LaRue. LaRue looks so good. Oh my gosh. I am actually really glad those two showed up. That's true. Then they're all on Maki's side there. They really needed Miguel and LaRue there. They were such like a good in-between. That's true. That's a great panel. They told me they weren't coming. I told you it was a long shot. I guess it wasn't confirmed. And yet they came. He's like more scared of Maki than he was Sukuna. Akatsu senpai's cursed tools let me hide my fingers. Oh, so those were his. Okay, those are his. Okay. You could have done that with gloves. Go to Home Depot. That's so funny. Akatsu senpai hindered Sukuna once he opened his domain a second time, you know? Like I've been saying, we could have ended it all before that even happened. I mean, you can always wonder what ifs, but I understand what Maki's saying, too. I thought being on standby inside Rika was pretty helpful. Okay. We didn't skip a beat jumping Sukuna after Gojo's defeat. You're talking about Kashimo. Put respect on his name. And we got Uruume away from the get-go. That was all Akatsu. Oh, they were, that's where all the TV setup was? See, I thought they just found a place and stacked a bunch of TVs. It was in, once again, Rika. Super helpful. Super useful. Wow, amazing. We love it. There's a lot I'm responsible for, too. Working with Miss Mei had prepared us for Sukuna's domain, and yet I couldn't save Choso nor my brother. Oh, good, we're talking about Choso. I'm not emotional at all. Weren't they just out of range? It was more of an issue of Sukuna's immense cursed energy. It was too thick in the eye of his domain. I wasn't able to distinguish their... Wow, so strong they couldn't even sense it. Oh, I was in the eye too. Wee Wee was about to whisk me out. I'm also to blame. It should have been Choso, not me. Oh my god, Ino. That makes me emotional. Ino, you just shut up. Welcome to the top 10 characters list for me, because that's all you had to say. Oh, no, you're great. I'm so glad you lived. But Choso was so willing to do what he did. Okay, oh my god, we have to move on or else I will cry. I just love Choso. I agree though, I really wish, because so many of the characters actually did get to make it out of the domain and get to make it out of this fight in general. I would have loved for Choso to have made it out, and he's like one of the only people that actually did die. So frustrating. Like, I'm honestly like okay with Gojo dying. I feel like it makes more sense. And I think like the whole thing about him and Geto having like the same death date is kind of beautiful in a way. So I feel like it makes some sense. But Choso like just had so much character development, and it's just so sad that he risked it, right? He put his life on the line, but it just makes me so sad. He really didn't have to. Well, he did have to, but like, I wish Gege wrote it in another way and Choso lived. I would have died if that happened. It's no one's fault. I hope you guys talk about Choso more, because it makes me happy and sad, but I just like to see Choso being respected. I'm not trying to blame Yuta either. I mean, I got hit with 2 black flashes, but he... Oh, they're laughing it up at Maki. She's so cute. Never mind. I don't think she likes how much he risked his life, because he did multiple times. I was in cold sweats, acting as Maki-san's marker and anti-domain strategy. Heck, even as a reserve, I was so worried it would only save me. You did a great job, Miwa. I told you not to not get involved in the fight. He doesn't want me in there. I didn't do any fighting. You would have just objected anyway if I told you. Oh, so she wasn't meant to do that, but she did. I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to do anything. Girl, you would have died. What do you mean? Your broom was most comfortable. Oh my gosh, Mei Mei with the witch vibes. I wanted to help against Sukuna after taking care of Ume, but they were crazy strong. Yeah, I mean, you guys were at a standstill apparently for a long time. And Nobara, I was asleep until the very end, so that's fair. Well, everyone, it seems you all have your regrets, but I don't suppose anyone could deny that I was the MVP. You know what? Full agree. Full agree, you were the MVP. For sure. You were so necessary and needed for everyone's survival. 100% Wee Wee was the MVP. Definitely at least one of them, if not the MVP. So, you left me behind mid-fight while you're heavy. I have a hard time believing that, but okay. That's so cute. Hikari and Karara are adorable. Well, you were out busting your hump. Your big sis was kicking back, relaxing. Get him. Your beloved elder sister worked herself to the bone with the new shadow issue. New shadow issue. Now that's a convenient excuse. Okay, explain. Oh God. With the dogs out and everything, jeez. I won't deny a thing. My life is priceless after all. There's no use betting with the priceless. She's like, I did not want to put my life on the line. Ugh, you're the worst, Mei Mei. I still don't like that your feet are right there. By new shadow, you mean... Oh God, I got more information. Okay. You mean dealing with the binding vow that forbade simple domain from being taught to outsiders. That's fucked up. They all would have lived if they all knew. If they all knew simple domain, there's a good chance, like most of them. Oh, I feel like Choso would have lived. Like I feel like there's a lot of. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, okay, I'm on their side here. Precisely, the inherited binding vow of the school's simple domain. The original creator at Ashiya Sadasuna, oh my god, I tried, created that binding vow with the intention of simple domain being inaccessible to curse users. Fine, but they're just going to think of something else. Well, as generations rolled on by, the new shadow style was no longer of public interest, and the simple domain technique became a trade secret. I guess, like, the last few months have been when the worst things have been going on. But still. They essentially monopolized the technique, invite disciples, then have them undergo unnecessary binding vows. Yes, she had one. A new shadow is a cornerstone for sorcerers without techniques, after all. Toto, who learned it from Tsukumo, who learned it like Megamaru did. Once again, Yuki being the best. He's just like grinning because he's like, yeah, I don't really have repercussions for you learning it. I love that for him. I love Yuki. I love Yuki so much. Oh god, this is a lot. Okay, so what's so tricky about this binding vow that's stopping it from being taught to outsiders? Well, that's only one part of it. We also can't refuse the head of the school if they ask us to mobilize. Then there's the especially troublesome but their lifespan. It's close. Their lifespans? It's closer to a curse than a technique or binding vow. It's nigh unconfirmable, but apparently the head of the school absorbs the user's lifespan. What? This is such a weird third last chapter. No one knows who the head of the school is, which is why there's no way to tell if the lifespan contract exists or how it functions. After all, there are grandpas and hags that live long lives even after using it. So they're draining the sorcerer's lifespans and adding it to their own? What? That's so fucked up. This is so messed up. No wonder Yuki wanted nothing to do with this school. When the head dies, the school's best disciple succeeds them. However, only they are made aware of it, which means we have no way of sussing that out. Huh. This is so weird. Only the head of the school can render the binding vows null. Huh. Kill him? As far as I know, there's no one among the best students in the school that know anything about it. So you mean there wasn't anyone? Someone does know. Oh shit! Kusakabe knows it. I'm the head of the new shadow school now. Simple domains, so that's how he knows all this. Simple domains binding vow and all that lifespan stuff isn't an issue anymore. Okay, good for you, Kusakabe. Turn in the tides. It's a new chapter, you know. Be sure to leave some of its benefits. Ugh. When you become the head someday, Wee Wee, you can collect a nice fat monthly tuition fee from all your disciples. You guys, okay, I said you're the MVP, Wee Wee, but I take it back. Get out of here. Oh, big sis, you really are my... Oh my god. It's time for Jujutsu Society to follow suit and enter the era of subscriptions. Goodbye. A price, you ask, for your life. Okay. We're back at the candy store. You know, how did you know I was here? I'm the head? That I'm the head. Oh, they're the head? Oh, shit. I just asked someone with the proper information. I mean, she was working behind the scenes for a long time. We've seen it. No one should have such information. Gathering disciples until your power... also, she has her crows. Until your power rivaled that of the big three families. Ew. You wanted to take over the jutsu world, including ousting those higher-ups, didn't you? Tengen. This is a weird chapter. Also, I'm sorry, it's huge. You cannot see it all. This is the best I can do. Alright. You would have needed years and years draining your disciples' lifespans. There was something you wanted to see, wasn't there? Oh, like the next... oh, wait! I have a theory. Okay. Aspirations like these seem almost priceless. And now, with the Zenin clan annihilated, we stand on the cusp of a decisive battle, wherein both the Camo and Gojo clans could face destruction. I mean, Gojo, yeah, I mean, honestly, they really could. But things even more important than money can't be protected without the proper funds. There were sorcerers whose lives would have been saved if you had monopolized the simple domain. Facts. Mei Mei, you can stay. Facts. She's so right. She's so right for this. More than anything, you were trying to turn my dear little brother into damaged goods. Oh yeah, because he was using simple. I forgot, I didn't even think about that. He uses simple domain a lot. Holy shit. No wonder she's pissed. That alone made this an inevitability, and she murders her. Don't mess with her family. Wow, that was kind of sick. That was kind of cool. End of the chapter. You pay the price with your life. Only 2 chapters remain. Very strange lore dump, like, at the very end of the story. Not what I was expecting at all. Just odd. Ending was really cool. And so Kusakabe took over after that and can make all those binding vows null. He has all the information about it. So he doesn't have to do this whole disciple thing, draining lifespans, blah, blah, blah. So that's great. Good. I'm glad. It's a new era. We're entering a brand new era, not one like everyone's alive, but also they change all the rules of the system. That's a good idea. I mean, it's a good plan. Mei Mei being like, look, my brother's been using simple domain, which means you've been draining his life. You gotta go. You gotta go. Okay, let's read the next chapter. Oh, Fuji. Oh, no. Okay, let's get sad. It's called A Dream's End. Thank you. Don't worry about it. Saying their goodbyes to his older sister. Even if all that's left is cremation, it's worth it to make them look nice. That's so sweet, Shoko. You're so adorable looking. Also, she got like Ghetto's hairstyle. I love that for her. Yeah, my actions helping her feel pretty in the afterlife is all the thanks I need. Oh, Shoko, you sweetie. That moron should have let me handle Ghetto's body too. Yes, I agree with that. You can say that again. Definitely agree. Not that I believe in an afterlife anyway. I feel like she's just like trying to get through. Okay, this is Fushiguro. Got it. Oh, okay. Understood. I'll head there now. Oh, Shoko. You just waiting for the bus? Okay, is she quitting smoking again? Good. Good for you. Although not that it really matters for you. The previously consumed Master Tengen was found. Oh, that's kind of like a big, massive deal. Among Sukuna's remains after he was torn from Fushigoro's body. Okay, so we found... Okay, that's good, good. What does this mean for Master Tengen's barrier around Japan? It seems they'll remain in place as long as Sukuna's remnants are preserved. Oh, no. That makes me nervous. That's a relief. We should hurry and put into place contingencies and countermeasures. Yes, you should. No need to be hasty. You're all still so... Gakuganji. Maybe you should work on that, Gakuganji. You're all still so young. Is that Kamo? Who is that? I'm guessing it's Kamo and his mom. Did he finally get to meet his mom? That's so sweet. You needn't worry yourselves with this just yet. Now that makes me really feel like it's the end. I don't like that. You needn't worry yourselves with this just yet. This is the second last chapter. Like, doesn't this seem weird? Okay. Delivery. Oh my god! Dido? Is that his name? A katana! Yeah, he was so helpful. They were both so helpful against, what's his face now? Yeah. Now that the culling game has ended, there will probably be talks about what to do with you incarnated types. True, the culling games is over. Seeing as Megumi came back alive, they'll likely have Yuji and Hana remove the cursed objects from the victims' bodies. Right, okay. Oh, that's kind of sad. Then there's the players taken by the American military during all the chaos with the rule editions. We'll probably have to go get them back. We can't let you go as exceptions just because you're friendly. Oh, that's kind of sad. You didn't hear it from me, but since they went public saying cursed spirits are a Tokyo exclusive phenomenon, even with the culling games finished, that'll be a safe zone. Curses throughout Japan are sure to keep gathering there. That's where I'd hide out. Okay. This is a lot of information. I have no shortage of beasts to slice open. No thanks. Sumo with cursed spirits sounds like a drag. Do whatever you want. Just know that this is the last time I'll be watching your back. Now scram. Okay. Hey Maki, when the time comes to give me the axe, you better be there. Oh, I'll be sure to cut you down. So they're just basically waiting until like that their curse techniques are removed, the removal, which would kill them. So, oh man, they know they have limited time. Magazines should remain physical. Oh my god, Charles. Seeing a manuscript in print can provide valuable feedback for the author. What are we talking about? Newcomers ought to have their work printed next to a veteran's author's at least once. You have a bitter tale to tell there, don't you? Gege, what are you trying to say? I'm just a manga artist whose art sucks. Just work on it. Work on your anatomy and poses and all that, and you should be okay. Eventually. Or you just don't got it. Better hurry. The print shop won't wait around for some newbie's one-shot. Gege, this is Gege's self-insert character, I think. And they don't wait around for the pros either. We got Takaba. Listen, it's fine to have your fair share of dirty jokes. But should we hold off on the sex jokes? Sure, we're doing some inappropriate material, but it's about shit and piss. Like Pyong Pyong Maru or Hattori-kun. Isn't that the same thing? Like I've been saying, they're completely different. Are you even listening? See, okay, so Takaba has a comedy partner now? Okay. Is that Kenjaku? Come on, the hair? The hair? What they put that right over his face? We're not supposed to see it. I don't know, the ears aren't clear enough. Usually I could tell by the ears. But the way he's carrying himself gives me Ghetto or Kenjaku vibes. I don't know. They were a comedy duo there at the end, but that doesn't even make sense. Kenjaku was dead. He was beheaded. Oh, okay, we'll see. Whatever, man. Let's go rehearse the new things. Whoa, don't say that in public. What do you think rehearse is some kind of dirty word? Okay. It's been a while. Oh my god, we're going through all the characters here. This is Amai? I don't remember. Oh. What do you want? I wanted to apologize for what I did back then. Okay. I don't really care. I don't really care. Figures. Ugh. I just wanted to fix things. Sometimes you just can't. Sometimes people are gonna feel their feelings forever. Looks like they're not gonna prosecute. Likely pressure from the top brass. I hear they're gonna work me to the bone as a sorcerer. Hiruma, you look tired, man. You look tired, but you look good. Okay, well that's good at least. They're not going to prosecute him. They could have, but they didn't. Forgive me, what's left is a retrial. On behalf of the bereaved as their attorney, I'll be sure really to nail you, Mr. Higuruma. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm counting on it. Good luck against him. Good luck. Sukuna, striking as he did, would have to mean Fushiguro's Megami's memories regarding you have already been unearthed, Hannah. She got like really tricked too. Oh no. What's there to be embarrassed about? Shut it. She knows all she knows, and also his memories, the Sukuna like biting a chunk out of her when she was vulnerable. Oh my god, that is heavy. I want to take responsibility for my actions. Let me be your right hand from now on, Kurusu. Oh, he's making it so she doesn't have to bear things alone. That's so sweet. Oh, Megami, you sweetheart, man. Sweet soul, sweet boy. I love you. You're such a good boy. Do I hear wedding bells? She's so in love. Do I hear wedding bells? He's just like, I don't know if that's it for me. That's not what I meant. I've got a mission, so I'll talk to you later. I moved too quickly. He got all tongue-tied. I mean, that's an interesting duo. I don't really ship it, to be honest, but I mean, I'm happy for her. That's not what I meant. I've got a mission, so I'll talk to you later. He got all tongue-tied. I'm home. Who the fuck are you? Hey. Who is this? What? You left the hallway light on. You want to go out to eat tonight? Oh, good idea. What's this cursed monstrosity? How about yakiniku? I want you off my screen. Goodbye. The victim is okay, it's a mission. The victim is 26-year-old male, Fukuzawa Sota. According to his fiance, his face began to look as though it were morphing. Okay, it is. Doesn't look morphed to me. Well, they probably have an old picture. I mean, he looks like a dude trying to be a pro wrestler. Okay, he's fine now? What? Why is that? Okay. You're ripped, dude. What's your secret? Oh, Yuji, like you have to ask. I wrestled till high school. It is nice to see Yuji smile. Apparently this is how your fiance is seeing you, which means the one actually cursed is her. Oh, big ol' eyes, just massive. Like 90s anime, like some filter. Just big ol' eyes, just massive. Kugisaki, me? Oh, alrighty, little lady, let's get you a physical. Okay, this is so random. The residual here is only enough to cause an icky feeling, just as Ichiji-san said. There's a very low chance this is the work of a cursed spirit. You think? Okay. No cursed spirit is possessing her, and the residue is only enough to cause slight emotional unrest. Okay, so it's not like a big deal. None of it. Oh my god, we're at the end of the chapter? Wait, the residue here is... Okay, so there's cursed energy residue to cause an icky feeling. So someone's been here that's done something to her? This is probably the work of a curse user. Actually, I can't sense any intent to kill. It could be an awakened player that made it through the culling game. But we know semi-first grade cursed spirits possess free will, so they can hold back. And we've seen emulations increase the number of victims, like at Yasuhachi Bridge, so we can't fully rule out the possibility of cursed spirit. So this is basically just some curse user harassment, right? That'll be a piece of cake. The gunfire for their last mission. And a curse user. A curse user? This is a weird chapter, man. I don't know what it to feel like. I don't know what to feel. It feels weird. Like, it is feeling like everything's getting tied up. I've heard a lot of people saying they feel like a part 2 is coming, but I'm not getting the part 2 vibe that much. But we'll see. I think I'm a pessimist, so I just am like, no. But obviously, if they made a part 2, I would be down. So, but the pessimist in me is like, let's just take it for what it is. Choso's gone. What else matters to me anyways? A chapter that Choso mentioned? Fine, I guess. Weird chapter. It is nice to see them going on missions, so it's just a weird residue from a curse user harassment. So they had to find out maybe an awakened player from the calling game. That doesn't sound like it's a huge deal. Huh. I mean, it could be. I know also the Takaba and guy that looks like Kenjaku or Geto. Huh? I'm just confused. I'm just confused. I need more. Like I don't know. I'm glad Megumi. I feel like he's getting a lot of character development at the end here. I'm glad to see it. I feel the beginning of this was really sad. But I'm glad that Shoko feels kind of like he's being motherly to Megumi, and she's doing a good job. She's doing everything she can. And it looks like she was thinking about quitting smoking again, so maybe that's a good idea. Thing is, we haven't seen Gojo have like a funeral. You know what is weird? Is the absolute lack of talk about Gojo. They have not. Did they mention him in the last 2 chapters really? Besides like Unlimited Void, because he was like the biggest impact a character had pretty much, and they just haven't really talked about him much. I'm shocked. I don't think Gojo's coming back, but like, it's so weird. Did Geto and Gojo get buried next to each other? You know, I wanted to know like what happened to them. I was kind of hoping something like that. So I'm hoping in the last chapter maybe they'll cover it more. But it's just 1 chapter. Apparently there's an announcement, and the editor said that there's more to come. I did hear about that, so we'll see. But this is just kind of odd to me. I feel like a big piece is missing, and I don't know. I'm just shocked that like Megumi, like obviously it could be like something off screen, but I wish it wouldn't be. Megumi and Yuji, like they talked about Gojo a few chapters ago when they like read the letters he left, but Gojo's impact in this whole fight and this whole series is immense, and I just feel like he's not getting his, I don't know, respect or something. That's very odd. So we'll see. I'll give it. I'm still like excited to read the last chapter. I'm a little confused. It seems like they're taking on their last mission with a curse user, and it's being built up, but it really could be so small. It could be just, I have no scope for how big or small this curse user deal is. So I don't know. I'm left with these 2 chapters feeling kind of confused. They were good chapters, but I think I'd like them more if I knew they weren't like going to be followed by 1 more chapter and for the whole series. It's a lot of information. I mean, let me know what you think. It is nice to see some stories being wrapped up, but honestly, a lot of them I didn't really care about. I don't really care about Charles. I don't really care about the other guy. Like, I'm glad like they got a quick little thing, but I just didn't care that much. So we'll see. I'll give it a shot. Maybe it's just like not feeling it right now, but I think I like the previous chapter a bit more than this one. We'll see though. I'll give it a chance. Anyways, I still am into it. I'm still into it. We'll see. But anyways, let me know what you think about these chapters. 1 more chapter left, and the live stream, I will keep you updated. Probably be Friday or Saturday. We will read the reaction. We'll talk about the series. I might get some like tier list stuff ready to go, and we can just talk JJK for a couple hours, and it'll be fun. So yeah, but yeah, I'll update that as I go. And anyways, thank you for watching. Sorry if my reaction was like, huh? But that's how I feel. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good day.